on his hip and busted his lip. For a week he had to talk with a list like this. Now we can end the story right here, but shorty didn't quit. It was something in the air. Yeah, he said it was something so appealing. He couldn't fight the feeling. Something about it.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. MLB The Show brings you the National League Championship Series. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Along with Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Singy, there's been a lot to talk about already in this series as we head into Game 4.
Well, if the first three games are any indication, this has the look of a series that'll go all the way to Game 7, Boog. I think this is a classic matchup, and we've seen momentum change course a few times already. But I'll tell you what, I think whoever takes this one will be feeling really good about their chances the rest of the way.
Yeah, that's a good point. We've seen it before. Even when you're down 2-1, it seems like a win in Game 4 can propel you to a series win more often than not. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Nice night for baseball here in the city of brotherly love. And on the hill in this one, Zach Wheeler. What's the scouting report on him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Shohei Ohtani, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1.
First pitch, 7:05.
That's off the mark, 2-0. And he deals. Strike on the outside corner. Now 2-1.
I mean, that's perfect location right on the black. Over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Nope, he held back. That one finds the zone, and he counts full.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
That one misses, so a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
And stepping in is the speedy Ha-Seong Kim. And that misses. And that's ball 1.
If it were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base, but this isn't a catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Wheeler with a throw over. Ohtani back in. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Ring him up, says Clyde Washington. That's a strikeout.
Well, he clearly didn't recognize that curveball out of the hand and tried to check the swing. Just went around too far, and you're hoping the umpire maybe missed it, and they bail you out.
Shohei on the go. Pitch in for a strike. Real Muto throws, not in time. It's a stolen base. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Wheeler checks the runner. Ohtani back in. That one missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runner on the go again. There's a ball. And the throw's offline. Safe at third.
Wow, that's a pretty elite throwing arm right there from the catcher spot. Pretty daring for him to try to steal third right there, but he gets the bag. Maybe the element of surprise was what came in because he's not used to guys running on him, and right there, stealing third base, probably caught him off guard a little bit.
That one the other way. Base hit, and a run comes in.
Well, that's a lonely feeling for an outfielder. The read wasn't great, and it really hurts when it costs your team a run.
Runner on at first with one gone. And here is Mookie Betts. That one outside. And that is ball one. And that's in for a strike.
I think it's huge that they were able to score right away. You're playing on the road. Stakes are high. Energy in the ballpark. And you help to quiet that down a little bit.
And that one is in for a strike. In the dirt. Got him looking. And there's two away. So he gets the call and picks up the strikeout looking.
Sometimes with a good hitter at the plate, he'll be the one to get the benefit of the doubt if he lays off on a close pitch like that, but just not right there. Strike zone definitely expand a little bit with 2 strikes.
Muncy digs in. Just missed. One run across in the frame so far here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. In the air, left field. Schwarber settles under it. And that is that. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And towing the slab here, Yoshinobu Yamamoto.
Well, the hammer is in effect, and he sets it up so nicely because of the velocity on the fastball. Will elevate that and then break you off when he's ahead in the count. What I love about him, you get into the later innings of the ball game, and the velocity seems to go up.
Bottom of the first. And now, Trey Turner. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Ball one there.
1 strike.
Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And that's the first out.
First strikeout for him in this one. That splitter is maybe the go-to pitch when he's looking for a swing and miss like that. He throws it quite a bit, and that's a good example of the effect it can have on a hitter.
This is Bryson Stott. And there's a strike.
It's great watching Yamamoto pitch in Major League Baseball, but he played against MLB talent before he signed with the Dodgers. He was a standout at the Tokyo Olympics and in the 2023 World Baseball Classic and helped Japan win gold medals in both.
Check swing, called strike. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top two guys in the lineup to start an inning, you got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the #3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
So Harper stands in. That's in there. It's 0-1. Harper with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in.
I was really impressed with how he came through for the team in that last game, Boog. The all-time leader in 4 RBI games, Lou Gehrig with 101. I'm just a little further down the list, Boog, with 4.
2 outs, base is empty. Well struck, right field. Tattooed to Town and gone. He leaves the yard to right. That's his 3rd home run of the series. It's 1-1. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. No matter how this outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in the spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
And Kyle Schwarber will come up, and that's downstairs. And it's 1-0. Tied up here in the early going. Next offering is fouled back.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Just missed.
That's the ball. 2-1.
And a swing to miss.
2-2.
Swings and misses, and he's registered 3 Ks in this one. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. All even now at 1-1. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Fourth game of the NLCS. The batter now will be Will Smith. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. Turned on, but foul wide of third.
Like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
And ball 1. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. And there's 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Michael Conforto will climb in. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Conforto in his 10th season, 32 years old, usually in left, but today he's starting in right field.
Well, the big play, in my opinion, from right field is that throw from right field to third base. Longest one in the game, and you got to have a pretty strong arm. Hopefully he can play that one hop nicely if he has an opportunity to throw out a runner.
And that'll do it. Offense held in check there. Down to the bottom of the second. All tied 1-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Alec Bohm.
Third baseman, Alec Bohm.
I'm so glad Yamamoto made the move to Major League Baseball. He's one of the most decorated pitchers to come out of Japan and finished his Nippon professional baseball career in style.
First pitch, not close.
Facing elimination and pitching in Game 6 of the Japan series, Yamamoto pitched a complete game with 14 strikeouts and broke the series strikeout record held by Yu Darvish. What a way to go out.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Just missed. Swing and a miss. And it's 3-2. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Well, a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow he found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Nick Castellanos in the box now. No balls and a strike.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
That's towards center. Edman gets under it. Nabs it. And there's one down.
Batting seventh, designated hitter, Brandon Marsh.
Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. Marsh went deep in his most recent game. Late on that fastball.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Smith makes the play, and there's two down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath a little bit and popped it up.
It'll bring up JT Realmuto. That's inside.
1-0.
Gets the call, and the count is 1-1. And that one hammered. That's back. Into the bullpen and gone. And they jump out front. It's 3-1.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Thought he could blow a high fastball by him, but he was ready for it. Look at how quickly he jumped on that pitch.
Base is empty with 2 away. So here's Bader now. In the dirt, ball 1. And that's outside. Yamamoto, maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, guys, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff.
2 outs. Fouls one off. 2-2. Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
2 down, nobody on. This one in the air, center field. Edman in position. And that is that. But the Phils get 2 on this blast. It's now a 3-1 ball game.
Look at me. I'm feeling so powerful. Look at me. Look at me. He's swerving.
And we're back.
Leading
All
off
set for the
Los
start of the
Angeles,
inning. And here comes Tommy Edman. Wheeler back to work. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the
Leading off
inning.
for the Dodgers.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. Worked to walk at his first trip to the plate. Wheeler with a throw over.
He's safe.
Swings and misses. And that is strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And there's the ball. And that one fouled off. Runner at first with no outs here.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one way outside. And the count is even, 2-2. On the ground to first. Could be 2. There's 1. And that's 2.
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first, and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Ha-Seong Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's in there. Strike 1. Swing and a ground ball. Harper. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. set for the bottom of the
Leading
third.
off
Now it's the
for
shortstop,
Phillies.
Trey Turner.
Shortstop, Trey Turner.
Grounds one to short. Bats up with it. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Now batting, second baseman, Bryson
So
Stott.
digging in, Bryson Stott.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
On the corner for a strike. 1 out, base is empty. Next offering is downstairs. And that's in the dirt. And a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Bryce Harper to the plate. He's already homered here in this one.
Not a surprise he's off to a good start in this one, given he enjoys playing so much at home. Let's see if he can make it 2 for 2.
Move to first. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Pitch misses. Throw to second. He's safe. One out, a runner at second here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. That clips the zone, and it's 1-1. Right through there for a strike. Ripped to right, base hit. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in, and they lead by 3.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. First pitch doesn't find the zone. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
1-1.
Yamamoto checks on first. Harper's back on a dive. Ground ball to first, could be 2. To Betts at second for 1. On to Freeman, double play, inning over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now here is Freddie Freeman. He swings and fouls one off.
He's been pitching well, but we'll see what kind of adjustment the hitters make this second time through the order. We'll know if he's got really good stuff in this one or not.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Next offering is outside.
1-2.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Stop. Balls it in, and there's 1 away.
Up next, for the Dodgers, shortstop Mookie Betts.
Here's Mookie Betts. Yeah, that's in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that one is lifted in the air. Bader should have it. And makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here's Max Muncy. Fly to left his first time. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Up next, for the
Will
Dodgers,
Smith
catcher,
to the plate.
Will Smith.
He's 0 for 1. And that's outside. And that's ball 1. Muncy off of first with 2 away. And the 1-0 misses low.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
In the dirt. Teoscar Hernandez waiting to bat for the Dodgers. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, just came apart right there. 4-pitch walk, and guy at the plate was not going to help him out by swinging at something out of the zone.
First and second, 2 outs. And now Teoscar Hernandez 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Tries to make the play, but it's foul. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. That one felt good. He's up to 3 home runs in the series. It's 4-4.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Now at the plate, Michael Conforto. High fly ball, right field. And that is that. Big 3-run shot for the Dodgers. All even now at 4 apiece. Back here in Philadelphia, John
off
Sciambi and
for
Chris
the
Singleton
Phillies.
with you. And
Third
leading off the
baseman,
bottom of the fourth,
Alec
Alec Bohm.
Bohm.
Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
Well, these Phillies showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. Pitch count is pretty high, and they've played with 4 runs already, so I think it's safe to say their game plan is working out pretty well right now.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Here's Nicholas Castellanos, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And that one clips the corner.
So they forced the starter to put in a lot of work, and they've been able to get to him for some runs. And hopefully that bullpen phone is working today.
Yeah, a foul ball. Tied at 4.
One ball. 2 strike.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. 1 down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Ball. 2-2.
And now the count filled up 3-2. Yamamoto sends him packing.
Now, pitchers have become so much better at commanding that high fastball. It used to be that a lot of pitchers didn't like to throw it because it threw off their release point and their mechanics, and they're aimed at keeping everything at the knees, get ground balls. But because hitters get a swing path that can lift balls at the knees up in the air and over the fence, this pitch has come back into play, and they are doing some special things with it.
Next to hit, Brandon Marsh. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Two outs. Out to short. Oh, great grab on the dive. Safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
Big knock there to keep the inning alive and an opportunity to put something in the gap and give the Phillies the lead.
So, man aboard. JT Realmuto steps in. He's already homered in this game. Just missed. Now move to first.
Safe.
Marsh off of first with 2 away. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. So 1 hit is all they get. We're headed to the 5th, and we are tied 4-4. Fourth game
Leading
of the
off for the Dodgers,
NLCS.
center fielder,
Here's the center
Tommy
fielder,
Edman.
Tommy Edman. Edman in his 7th season, 29 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Next offering is in for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Tied at 4. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
Inside, and a count now even up. Line drive, fair ball. Around first and hustling for second, and he's got a leadoff double.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there.
Shohei
Nice
Ohtani.
line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Fouled off. He was late. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. Swings and misses. 0-2. Some bullpen action for Philadelphia. Joe Ross up and loosening in the pen. Romano also throwing. Ripped on the ground to second, to first. One away here in the 5th.
Not a bad outcome in that spot. The runner moves up to
Now
third, and now they have a
second
chance to
base,
drive in the
Hesung
go-ahead
Kim.
run. It's not a knock, but at the end of the day, it's a good at-bat.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a strike.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And it's 1-1. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Phillies fans want a strikeout. That one down the line, and it goes just foul. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And now it's filled up.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
Headed towards the corner. And that is a foul ball. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big two-out at bat coming up now.
Here is Freddie Freeman. That's a strike, and it's 0-1. And downstairs. 2 outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. And a count 1-2.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
The next offering misses. And the count is 2-2.
That's a really good take.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly what the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does. And you're tied up.
Whips it across. Third out. A double in the inning, but they leave him stranded. Home half of the 5th coming up. And we are tied 4-4. Back here in Philadelphia, and now the center fielder, Harrison Bader. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Right through there for a strike.
No ball. Strike.
Foul ball still 0-2. Good job to fight that one off. Comes up empty as he chases that one into dirt. Throw to first. Got him. One away on the strikeout. Chris, as we look back at the pitch sequence, he hadn't seen that curveball at all. How tough is it to adjust to something like that with a bunch of break when you haven't had a look at it yet?
Yeah, I mean, you're dialed up for something firm. You never want to take a called third strike as a fastball, so you're going to be a little anxious before you recognize the pitch. And right there, clearly didn't see what was coming.
Turner in the box again, takes the strike. One down, base is empty. And that is out of play. That one misses, and the count 1-2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Andrew Kittredge, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Garcia getting cranked up as well. The 1-2.
2 balls. 2 strikes.
All tied up. Last half of inning number 5. That one to first. Freeman steps on first for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott, 1 for 2. That one catches the zone. Strike one.
No, that's a ball.
And that's in there at the knees. Strike three. It's a strikeout for Yamamoto. Down quickly go the Phillies. Still all square at 4 apiece. Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Joe Ross.
Now pitching for the Phillies, number 41, Joe Ross.
Now it's Mookie
Leading off
Betts.
for Los Angeles, shortstop Mookie Betts.
And strike one to Mookie Betts. Activity in the bullpen. Orion Kerkering up and throwing. Henches warming up as well. That misses, and that's ball one. That one fouled off. Turns and fires to Betts. Fights it off. He'll see another.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That's to third. Boom. Fires over to first. And Betts is gone.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front. Rolled over
Now
on it.
third
Exactly
baseman,
what he was supposed to do.
Max Muncy.
And now it's Max Muncy. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for two. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Man, those are the types of hits where you
Now
don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. He is struck out, and he is walked. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Pretty well struck. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. As the go-ahead runner pulls up at third.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. What a pretty good swing on that one as he drove it out to deep left. Didn't quite have the right combination of launch angle and exit velocity to get it over the fence, but you're never going to be disappointed with extra bases.
2 on, 1 out. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
No ball. One strike.
With the go-ahead run at third, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
No. One ball. One strike.
On the ground, right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2.
Up next for the Dodgers, right fielder Michael Conforto.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base.
Now batting, center fielder, Tommy Edman.
2 outs, bases full. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Tommy Edman. And that drops in for a strike.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
The Dodgers threatening. Swinging a foul out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1-2.
Muncy at third. Smith on second. Conforto at first. 2 out of the inning. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Two outs. On the ground to third. Boom. Goes on to first. And they get Edman for the out. Out to escape a bases loaded jam unscathed. So they load the bases but leave them stranded. Heart of the order, 3-4-5 coming up. And we are tied 4-4. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Alex Vesia.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
3-4-5 due up for the home team. So digging in now for Philadelphia, Bryce Harper. Swinging a foul straight back. Tied at 4. And that one is downstairs. And a count even 1-1. Movement in the bullpen. Lake Trinan looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Gratterol getting loose as well. And it is 2-1. Just missed. Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies. But be careful with this guy. He's got power. He can untie it with one swing. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Hit pretty well in the air out to center. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, third baseman.
And here comes Alec Ball.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
First pitch misses. And another ball.
Backdoor breaking ball just missed right there. And boy, umpire didn't give him the call. I bet you if he throws it again, hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
That missed by a lot. And that's ball 3. And there's the automatic.
Clearly taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is if you are the offensive side of it.
Castellanos in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
That's a really good take right there. Slider down and in. Very difficult to get on the same plane and do anything with.
And there's a foul ball. Outside low, and a count 2-1. With the go-ahead run at first here in the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 pitch is in there, and the count is even. In the dirt, but kept close. Brandon Marsh in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Line drive, base hit. Conforto whips it back in quickly. Lead runner to second with 2 gone.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, the chances of succeeding go up. And right there, we see the result.
And now here is Brandon Marsh. First pitch, and he just misses. Two on, 2 outs. In the dirt. Throw, save, and both runners move up on the wild pitch.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
2 on, 2 outs. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Base hit, 1 run is in. Here comes the throw. Not in time, he's safe at the plate. It's 6-4.
Really stayed true on that swing. It wasn't an easy pitch. Lefty on lefty. Pitch was a little down, a little bit away. Thought he committed to it. And his shoulder stayed square to the plate. Didn't try to pull off that ball at all. And that's why it jumped off the bat.
So 2 down. And here's the catcher, JT Realmuto. Strike on the inside corner. To first, and they've got him picked off. To second, and he's out. And that is the inning. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Game 4 heads to the 7th inning now. It's the Phillies 6 and the Dodgers 4.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Orion Kirkery.
These are the spots where relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Back to the top of the order. Now it's the DH, Shohei Ohtani. That one's upstairs, ball one.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Next offering way off the plate. Hit hard but foul off to the left.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Slides for the stop. And very nicely done for the out.
Now batting, second baseman, Hesson.
Hesung Kim steps to the plate for the Dodgers. That's in for a strike. Now a drag bunt, third base side, and that's just foul. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable with the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. We'll have some adjustments to make.
Freeman, the next to hit, takes outside. 2 down, nobody on. Late here in game 4. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. And it hits the fence. And that's a 2-out double. The first move felt like a bit of a guess. You have to be right in those spots or things can get away from you awfully quickly. Here's Mookie to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Harper has a beat on it. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for LA. They trail it here 6-4.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Andrew Kittredge.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now it is JT Realmuto.
Catcher JT Realmuto.
That one missed.
You know, these Phils doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate, or swings at pitches outside the zone, is under 25%, and I think that's a big reason why they're scoring runs.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
By not chasing out of the zone, they're getting good pitches to hit. When you can do that, you have a much better chance to screw up the baseball and do damage like they have so far.
Got him. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. And now Bader up to the plate. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
1 down, base is empty. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. That just missed. He walked him on 4 pitches.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at-bat.
Man at first with 1 gone. Trey Turner at the plate. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. Tap foul at the plate. Man at first, 1 away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like. But you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
The shortstop takes the ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on 1 hitter.
Bader dives back. Fouls it off. Still 1-2.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone, really making him work out there.
And now the count is even.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And down on strikes he goes. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one.
Absolutely dotted the edge of the zone right there. That was a tough battle, man. So to make a really quality pitch and just catch him looking like that, it's got to feel good out there on the mound. That was a fun at-bat to watch.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Andrew Kittredge gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for
So
Los
the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound.
Number
Keegan
45.
Aiken.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Bryson Stott stands in for the Phillies. 1 for 3. That's inside. Ball 1. And delivers outside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And another ball.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Bryce Harper would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
That's in there. 3-1. Bader, the runner at first with 2 gone. Strike 2.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Gets a piece and stays alive. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Here comes Bryce Harper. He had a big swing for these guys way back to the first inning.
Yeah, Boog, he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
close, but called a ball. 1-0. That's a strike across the top of the zone.
He's trying to stay away from this lefty, knowing that a lot of left-handers like the ball down and in.
First and second, 2 down. Here in Game 4 of the National League Championship Series. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Here comes Bader around third. He'll score easily. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Kyle Schwarber stands in for the Phillies.
Left fielder.
He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
That one ripped. Back there. And that one is going to go. And they throw 3 on the board. It's 10-4. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing go.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Keegan Aiken done for the night. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
To the mound now, they turn to Blake
number
Trinan.
49.
Well, they need someone to stop the
Blake
bleed and
Trinan.
keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And now it's Alec Bohm. A couple of walks and a strikeout. And that's through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. And the sweeper misses. In the air to left center. Edman going after it. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run homer. The lead has exploded to a half dozen. Back at Citizens Bank Park, we go to the 8th. Max
Leading off
Muncy
for
at the
the
dish.
Dodgers, third baseman Max Muncy.
Kerkering back to work. Foul ball. Kerkering, a 6'2" righty, 205 pounds, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2022. Almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
He goes down looking. Here's the catcher, Will Smith.
Drove it off the wall last time. Just missed out on a home run.
First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
And that skips into dirt. That one lifted to left. Schwarber makes the grab for the second out.
Wasn't able to stay close.
2 down, bases empty. Teoscar Hernandez will hit next. Just missed.
But can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And that's down and away. Swing and a chopper out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And Hernandez is out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Dodgers down in order. And that is not what they needed. Down 10-4. Bottom of the 8th. Nick Castellanos at the plate now.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
Check swing on the first pitch. Appeal down to first. And yes, he did. That's a swing, according to Earl Hendricks. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Action in the pen down there. Brusdar Graterol, the right-handed sinker baller. He looks to be readying himself. Stewart also getting ready. Up and in, and the count is 1-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. A dive. Nice stop. Nicely done for the out.
Well, he makes a great decision to go ahead and dive to stop that ball. Nice little flip to the pitcher covering. Those are those PFPs, pitchers fielding plays.
Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. And ball 1.
1 ball, no strike.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. That's out to center field. Edman sizes this one up. Puts it away for the out.
Now batting, catcher J.T. Realmuto.
And up to the plate is J.T. Realmuto. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball.
Well, 2 outs and a chance to put up a 0 on the scoreboard here, and that's not something that's come easy for this staff in this one.
Foul ball still 0-2. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
And that's in the dirt.
2 strikes.
Breaking ball in there, got him looking. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Phillies down in order. They're up comfortably, though. It's 10-4. Out of the bullpen for the Phillies, Jordan Romano.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
Conforto leading things off and takes a strike. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Matt Manning, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Means, a left-hander, also throwing. Foul ball there. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Good eye in that spot. This one chopped up the middle. Stop. Tosses to first. One up, one down.
Now batting, center fielder, Tommy Edman.
Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Swing and a miss, strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
And that's way high. Going to count 1-2.
1-2.
The Phillies up big in this one late here in Game 4. That one almost got him. Got him looking for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining.
Well, this is no secret. That slider is going to be his go-to pitch. Everyone in the ballpark knows it. It's a massive part of his arsenal, and he'll throw it a lot and in pretty much any count, any situation, and he's going to look to punch guys out as well. I tell you what, the effectiveness of that slider is always a big key for him.
So it's their last chance in this one. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani.
No ball. One strike.
Yo, one. Swings through that.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
This could end it. To the right side, and a foul ball. Just off the outside edge. 1-2 to count.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
And they'll do it again. Battling here as he fouls it away. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Phillies take this one in a blowout.
Well, you can tell these players feel great and also relieved to even up the series. There's so much on the line. You've worked so hard to get here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Game 7 in this series.
Is how it ends. Roger Dodger ground beef control. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shelby saying so long.
Americans tell a lie. And dollar cover the floor. The flow is covered by God. Told my city, hold on. The weather throwing me go. From in the city, the flow is trying me for it belong. Everyone ain't raised me. I'm ready to stay get hot. Heavyweight in the industry, want to siphon it up. They rewriting it. 30 minutes fighting it. Ever since I gave first pass of Nikes, I've been seeing where the anacondas and where the vipers live. When you get money in the industry, want to siphon it.